So the last thing that I'm going to talk about is all of the grades for the rest of the year. So let me share my screen again and we will go over that. I have put every grade that will go in the grade book on the Schoology calendar and in PowerSchool. So everything that's going to happen for the rest of the year is already in there. So you can see what's left. There are going to be 7 more homework assignments. Those are like the minor assessments. And then there's going to be 2 more test grades. So you are going to have 1 homework assignment per week when we are doing AP review. They're always going to be due Sunday night at midnight. So you have the whole week to work on it, due Sunday at midnight. You're going to have a few fewer days for this one because today's already Thursday, but you're going to be okay. And then Monday morning, I'll check it in and I'll post the answers for it, or I'll make it available so you can see the answers. And then I'll post the second one. So you're only gonna have 1 homework assignment per week, which is both good and bad. I know you're probably thinking, yay, less homework. But it does mean fewer grades, but I wasn't trying to overload you. The more grades you have, the more opportunities you have for good grades if one isn't quite so good, but we're gonna do 1 per week because again, I don't want it to be too much. So if you go back to the main AP review folder, all the homework assignments are in this folder. And so the first one's right there. And I have them all by due date. Again, they're all in Schoology and they're all on the in PowerSchool. So all the dates are there. So the first one is due this Sunday at midnight. I'm not going to go over the homework assignments in class like I have been. Again, after it's all turned in for everybody and I check it in, I'll go and check off the thing that says you can see what the answers are. And if you go back into the assignment, it'll tell you what the right answers are. And if you have a question on them, you can come to see me in office hours. But we're going to have so much other practice we're doing in class. I'm kind of leaving those one. That's like a on your own thing. And there's going to be 1 per week. Okay. So let me go back into this document here. All right. So those are the homework assignments, 1 per week. I have all the dates on Schoology and PowerSchool. All right. Then you're going to have a test grade on this calendar project. So let me open this and we will talk about the calendar project. Please listen carefully. This calendar project should be a 100% test grade for everybody. All right, that's what it should be. What you're going to do is create a calculus calendar for the month of June. It's going to be for a test grade. For each day of the month, you're going to make a problem. So you're creating the problems yourself with an answer corresponding to that day. So for example, June 1st, that problem should have an answer of 1. June 2nd, that problem should have an answer of 2, etc. And you can round. So it doesn't need to come out perfectly. So like if your answer comes out to 1.238, that can be June 1st. Okay, so it doesn't need to be like that nitpicky. You can round, all right? You're going to include 3 problems from each of the 10 units that we covered. And if you're like, hey, Ms. Cole, I don't remember what was on each unit. Hey, I've got you. Remember that stuff to know document that I gave you? This stuff to know? I have unit by unit what we covered for each unit. So you can open this stuff to know and go there and be like, hey, let me make up some problems for unit 1, unit 2, unit 3. Okay, so it's all right there for you. All right, so you're going to do 3 problems from each of the 10 units. That's 30 problems. There's 30 days in June, and you're going to label each problem as being from that unit. So you're going to show the problem, the work, and the solution. And I did an example for you here. This is what June 12th would look like. So I made one for June 12th. The answer is 12, as you can see, and it's from unit 3. Unit 3 was on all the derivative rules. So I said, find the derivative of this function at 2, found the derivative, plugged in 2. So you're going to do the problem, the work, show the answer, and label it as what unit it's from. I think the easiest way to do that is like the example I just did. Take a picture of your work, like hand write it, do a picture of your work, and then, copy and paste a screenshot in here. I made you a template. I'm like almost doing this for you. The only way you're not going to get 100 on this is if you don't do it, or if you like skip problems, or if you have a gazillion mistakes in it. Like if you do it, you're going to get a good grade. All right. Here's a template for it. So when you open this, please make a copy. It says it in the directions there, but make a copy because otherwise you're going to be changing this one. So go to File. There's a way to force you to make a copy, but I don't know how to do it. So go to File, make a copy, and then rename it as calendar project, your name, first name, last name. So I have it all set up there for you. All you have to do is, copy and paste a screenshot of the problem and say what unit number it was from. All right, so I set it all up for you. You just have to make up 30 problems, 3 from each unit. So here's the rubric. If you do all 3 questions from unit 1, all 3 questions from unit 2, like you're gonna get 100 on it. All right, so again, the only way you won't get 100 is if you either don't do it or you make all your questions be from the same unit and don't do 3 from each one, or if you have like a gazillion errors in it. Like I have it set up for you. So that's gonna be a test grade. That should be an A test grade for everybody. And then the, let me get rid of that. I closed this by accident. Oh no, there it is. I didn't close it at all. And then the last test grade is going to be from the mock exam. Hey, Ms. Cole, I'm not taking the AP exam. Do I still have to take the mock exam? Yes. Again, I can't separate you guys into 2 separate classes. You're still going to take the mock exam. I am going to grade it like the AP exam, and I'm going to curve it like the AP exam. So do you remember how a 38% means qualifying score? Yeah, it's going to get a really hefty curve. Now it's hard, so you still have to try and study and do your best, but it's going to get a really big curve. All right, here's when we're going to do this. It's on the schedule. We're going to do the non-calculator multiple choice on the 25th, 26th. It's A-Day, B-Day. That is 60 minutes. So I'm going to let you leave when you're done with that. You're going to get some extra free time that day. And then we're going to do the calculator multiple choice the next day. That's 45 minutes. Again, I'm going to let you leave when you're done with that. So you get like half the block off there. Now, but I'm going to ask you to stay 10 minutes extra the next day because I don't have another good way to do this with the way the times work out. We're going to do the free response the next day, which is 90 minutes. Class is 80 minutes. I don't know what else to do. You're going to have to just, stay 10, bring a snack or something. It's only going to be an extra 10 minutes. Okay. Or if you're like, I forfeit my last 10 minutes and you want to leave, I guess you can do that. I can't like force you to stay, but I also can't change these times, and I'm going to give you extra time here. So I don't have another way around that. And then we'll be going over the mock exam as well. So those are the grades for the rest of the year. You have 7 more homework assignments. It's 1 per week. They're going to be due Sundays at midnight. Monday morning, I'll hit that button that lets you check your answers. So if you go back in the assignment, it'll tell you the right answers. So 7 more homework assignments. The calendar project, which should be an A test grade for everybody. And then the mock exam, which is not going to be easy, but I am going to curve it. Okay, so those are all the grades that will go in for the rest of the year. And I put on here what you should be doing each week with these asterisks. So next week, work on questions 1 to 4 of the calendar project. The following week, work on questions 5 through 8. The following week, work on questions 9 through 12. Do a few questions each week along with your homework assignment. And then by the end, you'll be done with it. Do not wait until the day before it's due to try and make 30 calculus questions. That is way too much. You have plenty of time. Just do a few each week and you will get to the end.